click on here. Oh, there we go. I didn't know. No wonder. Wow, now I got a bigger screen. Now you all can see me. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You all can see me. I know I was doing some extra exposing the last segment, and yeah, if my sister Charlotte had been on here, sisters, I don't mind. Y'all can text me, but like, because I can only see from this up. Y'all could always say, Dr. Chef, you exposing a little bit too much. And I know today people don't seem to care about that. That's not I. Like it's time for that, Y'all mates, y'all can do that and be fine. Trying to see, did I scoot over enough so y'all can see I have my stuff over there on the back end side, but I see the stream's not good, big enough. See how I leaned over? It's not big enough for me to be able to showcase what I needed to. But it's okay though. We're gonna make it through this process. Matter of fact, let me see. Can I scoot it back a little bit? See would that help? Nope, nope, nope. I was trying to get it right, y'all. My apologies. I was supposed to have that together beforehand. It's okay. All right. So good. Now I can see some of I can see remove I can see some of what's going on now. For those of y'all that have any questions that would like to come on board, you can. Like I stated before, I may have to check out a little early this time. I may not be tuned in for a whole 2 hours this time. I may have to transition out between 6 and 6:30. So you all got to dive right in. Don't worry about waiting for anyone. For myself, I'm just thankful for the few that have tuned in already. Thankful to see you all on this Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for the prayers. Thank you all so much for the cash apps and the donations. Please continue to help if you are able to, because that helps me to be able to keep the ball rolling. And more importantly, it helps me to be able to help those who cannot help themselves that want to get on the health and wellness beat, such as our parents, our healthcare providers that have special needs, autistic, disabled children, and for the homeless elders that do not have a place to go. That every time, if we go up so many blocks, we have homeless people all over here in St. Louis, Missouri. Then we also, of course, have those who are unfortunately addicted to narcotics of all sorts, such as fentanyl, and now they have a new horse drug that's out. That literally you can go down Grand Boulevard and see people, in a like in a zombie state and flipping their bodies all different type of ways, y'all. That's how bad it is. And so it's a blessing if you can go to another place, another state, and you not see that. So I have to be an advocate for our people, mental health and wellness and physical health. Here, anybody saying anything different, I'm sorry, it's just an outright blatant lie. Everybody is not here. Um, is not well off here. Everyone here don't have a home. Even the Bible speaks of that the poor will always be with you. So there's more poor people across the world than it can ever be wealthy people and well off people, no matter what the income bracket is, no matter what the consumer buds say that we do and that we are. That's for a certain particular group of people, not all. And so I'm one that I do my best to cater to those who are in those unfortunate situations that really truly desire to have help. Um, and I think I shared the testimony before until someone chime in, because this is you all's time. But until you ask questions, then I'm going to share a quick short story with you all that I shared last year as a young man. As I was leaving the service, I was a wellness minister right before COVID at a church that I was participating with, helping them with health and wellness services, certified drug counselor at that time as well. And as I was leaving out from the meeting, I got lost. I never been to that side of St. Louis before. And if I had, I couldn't tell because it was so dark. And so I'm going around in circles. And about the time I made it around the third circle, I knew then, you know how that feeling of what's come on and say, okay, nah, this is intentional because you've never gotten lost like this before. Even if you can't truly identify where you are, you know how to get back on to the next exit and get back on the highway. But something just would not let me get back on the highway, you all. It wasn't late, maybe about 8 o'clock, 8ish, but it was already dark out. And before I know it, I'm stopping at the light. And so this is when I finally give up. I said, okay, Lord, whatever is going on, just let me know. Just whatever it is, let it just okay. You put me in the right place at the right time. Must be a reason why I can't get off of this, out of this area. So I goes to the area, across from the gas station. I'm at the light, and before I know it, a young man come knocking at my window, just scared the living daylights out of me. Which it was nighttime, so that literally happened. Uh, and so I'm sitting there looking, and he, oh man, can you please help me? Can you please help me? Can you please help me? And he, and he's dressed like a woman, little short shorts, and it was chilly still outside. It wasn't hot outside. And I looked at the brother up and down. He had been no more than maybe about 20, 25, 20, in his early or mid 20s. And I looked at him. I said, brother, I said, please don't ever do that again. I said, you frightened me. You knocked at my window so bad. I said, you know how dangerous it is out here? I said, and so he said, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. But can you please help me? And he was doing it with his little flare. And he said, greetings, sister. And he said, can you please help me, ma'am? I want to get, if you just give me $5 so I go grab me a bite to eat and this and out of that. And so I said, okay. I said, brother, I tell you what, I said, I can do more than that for you. I said, if you promise me that come tomorrow, it was a Saturday. I said, you promise me tomorrow if you come to the service, I said, then I'll give you food, good food, and I will give you some more clothes to put on because you are a young man, a young, black, strong man. And I don't want you thinking for 1 second that you're anything else less. He looked at me like, okay, man. I said, I'm serious. And I gave him the money. Yes, I did. Unbeknownst to me, I did not expect the brother to show up, honestly, y'all. From the way his hair wasn't combed, everything was not brushed. He had a little tube top on, little shorts, and you can tell that he was in the confusion of fully understanding that he was a young, strong black man that God had created. And so, before I know it, I'm in my office, and all I hear is knocking on the door, Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill, is a young man out here and a young lady asking for you. They said that you said to come here. So since they said a young lady, I was confused. I did not know that there was a he didn't come to mind. I'm just being honest. He didn't come to mind. And so as I'm coming to the witch call, I'm looking at the expression on the brother's face while he's telling me this. I said, okay, I'll be right out. And so I come out. It was the young man, and I'm thinking that it's just a regular woman that's with him. I clearly can tell that she was older than him. And she looked at me. I said, brother, pass me the bag, because as I'm approaching, I could see through the window that it was him. I said, pass me, could you please get me some fruits? I said, give me some boxes of fruit, because at the time, this actual particular church did pass out fruit and fresh vegetables out of the garden that I helped assist with. I was blessed to be able to help assist them growing food. The leaders there at the time gave me the authority to pick and choose which foods or fruits that we should grow, because it was part of a ministry that they had also partaken in. One of the pastors had partaken in Chicago, Illinois. Well, the fast forward, we had fruit. So don't believe the hype, you all. Yes, there are some churches and organizations that do pass out healthy food. It's just not enough of us that do it. And so nevertheless, that was the one great thing about him. I wound up, so I'm passing the fruit. I didn't know how he would receive it. And then I told the brother, get ready to open up the side door so that he can go in and he can pick out him some nice clothes to wear, because he had been donated a lot of good free, nice clothes, suits, everything, shoes, socks, everything he needed was in the storage. That's what I mean by the service. The church is supposed to be a storehouse for the poor. It's supposed to be a storehouse for the community. And if the church is not doing that, then I beg to differ in what are you really ministering to? What are you really doing? Because according to the Bible, and I wasn't even planning on going here, y'all, but I have to go here because this was my experience that I'm sharing with you all. And it's going to lead right into the health and wellness part of those of us who are saying that don't nobody want to be healthy, don't nobody want to be healed, and how a lot of times we even misjudge those who are hooked on drugs and that are homeless and that are truly poor. And we really have to ask God to really help us, to help our hearts, because I had encountered that a few times by two individuals that I knew at different times in my life that carried a very smug, self-righteous spirit. Oh, they just a bomb. They just this. They just going to do this. They just going to do that. And I was like, but keep in mind, like I told you, I was going around in circles. I know how the Spirit of God deals with me in certain times like these. And so as I'm giving them the food, the lady said, I said, I see you brought a guest. I said, I'm so glad to see you, brother. And he didn't have on his shorts and tube. He had on the pants and just a t-shirt. And I said, brother, you can come on in. I said, and sit in service. I said, and you can bring your friend too. And she said, oh no, ma'am, I'm his mother. And I was like, look at God. Those of y'all who go to church, y'all know that's what we say. I said, look at God. And so look, so I said, really? I said, she said, I just want to say thank you so much, ma'am. You could tell she had been hooked on drugs as well. You could tell life, she had gone through a lot. Little bitty woman. And she said, thank you so much. Nobody's never gave me any fruit. Said, nobody's never given me nothing healthy. She said, I actually like apples. I like oranges. I like eating like this. Thank you so much. She said, because all this junk out here, I know they're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us. I just want you to know I appreciate you for how you spoke to my son. And they came in and they sit in the service. And so it goes to show you, and that young man had been in that area for a long time, but they never seen him before. So I'm saying that to say this is the reason why we must be healthy and well mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Because that was a long day that day. I remember I was ready to go home. A lot it was just me at that time. I was single. And that's how God that's how he was moving in my life prior to 2020. That's how he was moving in my life, where I was able to do the work that was necessary. And this is the reason why this is just so important, because for me, Wellness Wednesday really does represent and supposed to be a time where we're not just focusing on, and I'm going to get to the fruits. So I'm going to get to how to eat to live. Just giving you all more time to come on in to recognize that I actually came in on time this time. Also, I actually came in on time. And so I'm just thankful that I was able to do so, even though we had internet connections and issues where I was at. And please like and share, you all. It's still important. More and more people need to be able to tune in, because I know we got a lot out here, but you have some that may actually be able to receive it from me. And so, yes, we're going to get to bananas. We're going to get to the mango. We're going to get to, now I'm going to really shock y'all now. I'm going to get to the spaghetti squash. And yes, I got the foreign raised kind. We're going to get to all those things, because the question has been asked to me, what do you normally eat, Dr. Shell, that keeps you with all this energy, that keeps the skin going, that keeps you motivated and rejuvenated? What can you eat? Because I know you chef, I know you cook, I know you this, I know you that, and I always tell them simple dishes that I can. And yes, I know that means that I have to really bring together another cookbook. I know that's in order, y'all. But just pray for me and bear with me, because I got a lot going on here. And I know I do believe in the due season, the right time that is going to come. And I know it's a lot out here already. But yes, I'm going to put my stamp of approval on another cookbook sooner than later. Okay, that being said, um, so back to the couple, the mother and the son. The They just really enjoyed themselves, and it just made me to understand just how important it was for us to position ourselves in the place to where you can give to, and how important it is to practice what you teach. Because at that time I was practicing that. And so it left my mind and my brain in a place that even though I had a long day and then I was tired, and that's the last thing I wanted to do was be in a place where I'm getting lost in the town that I've been in, or a state that I've been in all these years. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, how can I get lost? And so that's what I mean by sometimes what you think may be a bad thing, what you may think is an accident, God could turn that thing around for your good, and not just for your good. It can work out and turn around for another person's good. And that's the way I believe that it's truly supposed to be. Think about it. All of the good fruits and the herbs and the green leafy vegetables and things that we're growing around the world is made for our good. Now, of course, it don't feel good to the farmer when they have to get out in the sun and get out in all these different weathers and have in the garden. It doesn't necessarily, that's some work, y'all. I'm telling you, I've done it about 3 times now, and I'm going to do it again. I'm waiting to hear back very, very soon from another project where they'll be helping us to show us how to grow food within our home. It's something that I mentioned a while back. Some of you all may remember, some of you all may not, because a lot of times I was getting cut off when I would try to explain certain things. But that's just the way it was. I'm just going to put it like that. That's the way it was. That wasn't my time. And it wasn't the space. Now it is my time, and this is the space. And so I'm able to share more with you all that's been on my heart, and that projects that I've been trying to do that clearly I was just thrown off from for multiple reasons that was not going to really be good for our people here in America, us here in this community. Because it's just not our place to hold back any good work. And I'd say that for myself as well. If there's a good work that anybody that I know or that I've been around or that I've been with is able to do, then I always encourage them to do so. However, I also encourage them to do it with the right spirit. You don't have to do evil things just to do the right thing. That is not how it works. When you're doing the right thing, God opens up doors for you to do it without you having to cause any harm to anybody around you. I'm a firm believer of that, because I've lived here now long enough to know that He'll open up the windows of, as they say, open up the windows of heaven for you when you're trying to do a good work. Yes, you will get some blocking coming here and there from the adversary, because of course, evil people don't want to see good people healed. He don't want to see it. He doesn't represent life. It doesn't represent good works. And even when they do, it's only to trick you into causing you to lose your soul, or causing you to decline in your health, because it comes to kill, steal, and to destroy. That's what evil does. That's what satanic things does. And now they've gotten really clever enough to know how to try to do charity and do a whole lot of things. And so now it's confusing. I shared a little bit of this on my Motivational Monday. It can be quite confusing, you all. And I know, because I have to listen. And if it had not been for my experience that I've had with certain individuals, I wouldn't even know until you really even look out for it, because I'm learning that it is true that we can only perceive, usually, we can only fathom in our minds how we think, for the most part, not how someone else thinks until they show us what they're thinking, meaning what their hands do, what they're actually working and doing, until you see their actions. And so for me, I never thought in a million years, I never thought that, look at that term, in a million years, I never thought that that it would be such an epidemic of people that were using good deeds to do evil things, or to do self-righteous things, or to just only take glory from God, and only think that their way is the right way and everybody else is wrong. I never thought that, and I never even seen the time where we would give accolades to our elders and ancestors, but behind closed doors, we really don't respect it. It's just so much that's layered there when we get sick in our bodies, which automatically causes sickness in our brain. For the most part, that's exactly what happens. And you get stuck in this strong illusion that you don't, that even the patient, even the client don't realize, even self don't realize, how bad it is, until someone on the outside said, do you realize that you said this, or that you done this, or that, and you'll know that they don't know, because it'd be like a deer looking into a headlight. They go into the zone like, no, I didn't realize. And so this is the reason why it's important for us to stay healthy and well, you all. This is the reason why I had to tune in. And I'm going to take the first question for anyone that wants to throw out a blood type. There was a controversy, and I know I got started off a few Wellness Wednesdays ago, maybe back in April. I was going to kick off by how to eat right by your blood type, but then I felt led to switch and go into how to eat to live, because I felt that was more feasible for you all. But then it kept coming back to me more and more, and again and again. And then I started to experiment more and more, and again. And then I did even more research from, since the what, almost 16 years now ago, 15, 16 years ago, since I first came across the reading of the book by Dr. Peter J. D. Adamo, How to Eat to Live. And yes, I did learn that he had died early on, so I like to keep it 1 million with you all. And as I was watching a documentary that two doctors were having concerning him and the book and the research, extensive research they had done, and it came out why he passed, and it was like it was horrible that he passed from a heart disease or something to that nature. Well, you all know now, as a naturopath, I can't really take certain information in without having an actual hearing from family, or closer resource, because I know that there is most definitely a plan to take out. There are entities and wicked people that are set out to destroy anyone that's teaching how to eat to live, and teaching the people how to heal their bodies. For the most part, once you get enough attention, once you start getting into the millions and things of that nature, 1,000, they don't care. Um, but more, mm-hmm, yeah, the more ears that's listening, the more they view you as a threat to their empire, their business empire, and their agenda to depopulate. And it's not just Black folks, y'all. It's not just indigenous people, and it's everyone. Everyone that's not a part of their bloodline. That's the reason the blood is so important. And so I was wondering why God led me, and I believe it was God that led me to go back to how to eat right for your blood type, to see if I missed something. And as I was watching the documentary, um, I forget it was just a random thing that I came across. And no, actually, I put it into my phone. I take that back. I put it into my phone, and I was watching the brother, and the not brother, but it was two Caucasian males that were talking about it, and the other one kept sounding really joking around, boasting of being an O blood type, and how much they could. How much of a receptors that we had to fight off things, and all these benefits, and us being more closer to the original blood type. And I've already shared what mine is. And I was like, okay, think about it. I remember hearing about the reports of our young black men that were being found, even especially one that stands out the most. I had to take off my glasses for that one. One that stands out the most is the young black man that I forget what state it was in, that he was found rolled up in a mat in the gymnasium. Some of you all may remember, young men in high school. And when they finally did the autopsy, the family did the autopsy, they found that some of his body parts was missing. So strange thing, clearly someone had either taken it after they found them in the school mat in the gymnasium rolled up. And in my spirit, I was thinking then, with all these many of our young men coming up missing and coming up dead, and it's easy to think that it was just about the body parts. But then something made me do a little bit more research on some of them. And I found out that a lot of them were O blood type. Why is that significant, Dr. Chef? That's significant because the O blood type, as you all know, and so far so good, it has not been proven any otherwise by any other pathologist, any other phlebotomist, any other scientist. Everyone is in agreement that is the universal blood type that we can give to anybody. You can give blood to anybody. We're very universal like that. And it took me back to childhood when my mother would take us to get our shots. Yes, we got the shots as well. And we would get our blood drawn. And I remembered seeing their Caucasian doctor looking down, and how his eyes would get bucked and he would gleam, like literally gleam. And as a little girl, I remember that. He said, ooh, and then the nurses would do the same thing. So, ooh, she got really good, rich blood. Ooh, it flows so good. I remember that. And I think maybe about the last time I got blood drawn for some may have been, I say maybe about 15, 16 years ago. And same reaction. But I noticed they never would say what my blood type was. Now, mind you, I already knew what my blood type was and my children. And my husband at the time. I knew what the blood type was. I knew, and that's what made me go out to grab the book out. I was in a music store looking for a guitar for Nigel and looking for some drums at the time. And then that's when I came across the book. But I'd already been praying about it. And you know how when something constantly presses on your mind and you be thinking like, why is this constantly pumping in my brain? Why is I constantly having these images? What is it? And so I finally got to a place where I knew to start to ask God right then and there, just saying a little short prayer, Father, if it's something to this and I need to look into this, then let me know, lead and guide me to it. Just simple, specific, and very try it. He'll do it when it's something really truly important that you need to know. Well, make the long story short, I go through the book, I thumb through. There are different ones that debated about it, and that was for the wealthy people, or no, that's for the Caucasian. Well, at the end of the day, what I come to the conclusion of after 15 years of on and off, and I mean on and off, of trying to eat right by the blood type with the exclusion, because when I first started, I still did some of the fish. I still tried some of the meats. I did. I wasn't 100% completely wrung off yet. And even through that, I noticed my system, my body changing. And so it leads me to lean 80 to 90% towards this working if you get really good, healthy food, homegrown food for the most part. Even if you get tainted food, if you are boiling a little bit and braising and browning your food a bit for any type of toxins or chemicals or pesticides that may be on what's recommended for you all as when you go through these type of teachings and studies, do that. But the main number one component that I realized that he left out that probably would have that causes it to be controversial is the fact that he didn't mention exercise. He didn't mention the importance of clean water. He didn't mention the importance of when the time came, because at that time, when he produced this book, they were already tainting our food and our crop with chemicals and pesticides. GMO foods, genetically modified food, was still out. People were still the cancer rate of being diagnosed with cancer and heart disease and liver disease and diabetes and high blood pressure, you name it, muscular sclerosis, all of those diseases, were arthritis, all of those were still out and was still there at that time. So this is why I believe that it did not get the support that it should have gotten, because that was left out of the food component of how to eat to live and how to eat the medicine foods of God. And so I want to add that before we get into the how to eat right to the blood type, that my input, not my opinion, but my experience and what I have encountered, the few clients that I have that have been able to stick to it, been mostly positive for sure. They believe that it works more so than not. And just from my own personal experience and what I've shared, share with my children, and those who went against what I was watching, they didn't know that I was paying attention to the type of foods that they were eating based off of those who knew what their blood type was. They didn't know that as they were talking to me. And yes, this is some of my sessions. I will not say personally who, because that's their privacy. That's up to them to share that testimony if they care to. I realized that it was all the foods that went against their blood type that they were saying that they noticed having a bad reaction to. And so I was like, I'm constantly coming across this. And when I tell you, for at least ever since I picked up the book and I started thumbing through and going through everything, I was like, wow. And no, they do not teach this in naturopathic classes, y'all. They do not teach this in the courses, not that I know of. If you find any, let me know, for those of you all that's tuning in. So some things, yes, you do have to read. Some things we do have to gather, just like a lot of us have read Dr. Sebi's books and Dr. Layla Africa, and some have read, the first, even before theirs, would have been How to Eat to Live, Part 1 and Part 2 by Elijah Muhammad. And so those are the first among our culture of people that we call. And no, this is not a black man's book. But at the end of the day, the research had been done, because I don't have it. If you all find it, let me know. I don't know of any black authors or any African American or African descendant or any indigenous people that have written a book on how to eat right according to the blood type. I believe that it's very, very critical that we do, you all. You have heard it from me on this Wellness Wednesday, that I believe from my experience and what I've seen, the outcome of all of my health coaching sessions that I've had for now the past 20 years. And now for myself, I believe that it is 80 to 90% effective, has a major effect on how healthy you will be on this Wellness Wednesday. This is what I am admitting to. And this is what I believe, and this is what I've found to be more true than not. Okay? Anyone else stating anything different? That's their experience. I can only go off of what I have encountered from my people and from my clients and the patients and different ones, even when I was working in the medical field and doing the nursing and rehabilitation. I watched the type of food that they gave our people. I watched the type of food that they gave white folks too. I watched it in any other ethnic background. And I'm like, wow. I notice every time when they eat that lunch full of white bread, and every time they give them that fake milk, and every time they do this, and they're sick the next couple of days. And so I didn't know then at 19 years old, 20, and in my early 20s, that this is what this was leading up to, you all. But I had to share that to you all for those who said, well, how she know? Well, what I thought it is. Well, that's how I say, how you doing there? So Denise, it's so good to see you, sister. Assalamu alaikum. And shalom. And how you doing? To all our people that are tuning in, it is a beautiful thing to see you all. And so I'm leaning more towards that. And so, yes, that's not to discredit any other health and wellness books that's out there. Yes, I find them to be very highly beneficial too. But this one is the one that I read first. This is the one that I've done through first that actually helped me along my journey when I was wrestling with anemia and horrible menstrual cramps and horrible migraine headaches and getting the jitters from being addicted to sugar. I mean, you couldn't sit me down. I literally coined the saying that, okay, without knowing that I was going to become a certified drug counselor. I didn't know at the time. I said, no, you can't give me that artificial sugar. It's going to turn me. I'll be running around here, and excuse my French, like a crackhead. That's what I told him. And everybody always looks shocked because, of course, obviously I didn't look like one. But I'm like, wait a minute, what does she mean? Exactly what I mean. Exactly when you give the children candy and you see them run around and you tell them, little Sue or little Johnny or little Tyreek to sit down, and they can't sit down. They just, and the first thing, you just can't stop moving. Can't, no, they just can't stop moving. And that's the reason why they cry. For those who believe in spanking the child, as they say, not sparing the rod so that you will spoil the child. That's the reason why they cry, because they don't know what's going on in their little bodies. They don't know that mom and daddy didn't know no better, and they giving me all this sugar to keep me hype. And now it's got my cells all going. I got all this extra energy. That's the number one thing they have to do is run off that glucose. They gotta run it off to be able to get out. They gotta burn it out of the system. I don't care if you tell them that you can tell them to exercise, do some jumping jacks all in one place. And that's what some of us that's addicted to sugar still need to do. You need to exercise, you need to run and walk in place. And even if you can't make it outside, start walking in place. Sit down, up and down, up in the chair. Exhaust some of that energy. Get up and do some setups, do some push-ups. Get your Zumba class on. Start, move. Well, no professional way of saying that. And if it was, I'm not using it. Move. Get that glucose. Get that sugar out of that bloodstream, out of your system. Because the body does not need it. It needs hydration, and it only needs the fructose, and it needs the green leafy vegetables. In a time in a day like this, we cannot afford to even partake. And I put another disclaimer in all of the different meats that this book advised. So don't say that the doctor just said get to eat right by the blood type, and you can eat all the meat that you want to eat. That's not what I said. Not now. Not now. And no, it's going beyond murdering animals, being greedy and being murdering, having a murderous spirit, because we don't even practice even when we do eat meat. Here in America, for the most part, outside of those who may be of the so-called Jewish community, or that really truly understand, or they're doing it according to the Mosaic law in the quote unquote Bible and the scriptures, then many of them don't even kill the animal, right? So that all of the fear and all of the frightening energy and cells that's taking place when you murdering an animal is not left inside of that meat that goes right into your body. And then now you wonder why you fretful all throughout the day. And now you wonder why you can't sleep at night and toss and turn. And well, you just ate a frightened animal. And you thought that everything in it was dead because you cooked it. That's real talk, y'all. That's for real. Go look it up. You don't have enough time in this segment for me to break down all that for you, but it's going to come a time. And if you look it up, even on YouTube now, you'll find different segments on there. There are those that are masters at this technology. I am not. Where they're showing it, they're showcasing this. Hey, there's Sister Dorothy. Where they're showcasing it, and they're showing you clear as day that we cannot trust the meats that we have here now, whether you believe it from a religious standpoint or not. If you want to get to your ultimate health, if you want to get back to that superwoman, that superman power and energy, if you want to actually heal the body. Everyone that I know that injured their bodies, whether you were an athlete, whether you had any type of illness or diagnosis with anything, all of them healed their bodies, not with prescription drugs. If we be honest about it, all of the clients and all the people that I've met down throughout the years have healed it by changing the way they eat. Whether they realize it or not. The first thing you ask, so what did you do? The first thing they say, well, I just started eating more fruits and vegetables. Really? And then you'll hear some of them say, well, I started drinking more herbs or water. I wound up taking more teas. I wound up doing this. I did that. And I'm not saying that there's none that have experienced a healing, because I do believe in the spiritual connection of the healing of the body. And unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people that's practicing that anymore, or that possess that type of ability, because there's an energy within our spirits that there is a such thing as being touched and being able to experience a healing. And I'm talking about chronic diseases that we've had for a long period of time. I grew up in the church where I witnessed that being done. Yes, I did. Where a person come up limping, and it wasn't staged. How you know, Dr. Shep? Because we were the church. Everybody knew everybody. And so, and they walk away, they were healed. Come back again, no problem. Went to the doctor, said they got high blood pressure, come back, they didn't have it anymore. Those who said that they had diabetes and my A1 count is all my A1C count is all jacked up, it's all messed up. They come back, I'm good, and they hadn't changed nothing. But that's rare, you all. That's less than 1%. So since you don't know whether or not my advice is that if you don't know whether or not you're that less than 1%, then advise you to eat right according to your blood type and eat to live. And so, yes, the 1 meal a day still applies, you all. For those of you all that want to get to build good muscle mass, you want that energy back, you want to heal from arthritis, you want to heal from high blood pressure, dementia, muscular sclerosis, any type of ailment that the body has, inflammation, fibroids, tumors in the brain, cancer, all forms of cancer diagnoses, Hashimoto, all of those, all inflammation, all parasites. And yes, we all have parasites in us, but the key with parasites when you're cleansing the body, especially with your green leafy vegetable, which leads me to showcase, this is the reason why the colon cleanse was so critical for me to be able to get my own Dr. Shep Botanical Colon Cleanse Purifier. As you all can see, it comes, you get 2 full bags of this for anywhere from 21 to 30 days supply of this, depending on whether or not you need to take yours 2 times 2 heaping tablespoons a day or 3 tablespoons a day. It help you to push out and get rid of by making sure that best effective way, fast at least 24 to 48 hours. The max will be 73 hours. Then apply this in a glass of water or pure, all natural, no extra sugar added, juiced fruits, or the pure juices that you get in the glass bottles. You all can apply one heap and just drink it down. And then I hear some say that they put it inside of their cream of wheat or inside of oatmeal because it does operate as a thickener. And this way you don't have to worry about diarrhea or running off. You can have an actual good smooth bowel movement. And if Brother Dojo get finished enough time, I'm going to steal him so that he can go ahead and share with you all how smooth his bowel movements have been, and just how good it's doing him, and how we can already see that he's losing weight already. And so I just told him, no, just stick to the plan, stick to the 21 day. We're going to get you up and going, because he has many businesses, he has a big family, he has a lot of work that they do as well. And so he just keep calling me, sis, man, is this how it's supposed to work? Is this the reason? Man, I'm going real good and real smooth, and wow, I'm not trying to be graphic. I said, brother, be graphic. I said, brother, be graphic. And I put a laugh out loud. I said, be graphic. I said, go ahead. That's what I do. Yeah, study stool. Please like and share, you all. Thank you all. So the hearts know I do love hearts. Yeah, I said, do be graphic. Small, big, little, small, toothpaste style, mushy. You're like, go ahead, go. That's why I say, yeah, real down to earth. Because that's where you at. You down to earth. We're right here down on earth. And anything that we put our hands into the dirt, you got to test that soil, don't you? That's what your fecal matter that's in your body. While I'm sharing with you all how important it is to eat right according to your blood type as much as possible, excluding the meat, the toxic meat, excluding. And if you do wind up going that route because you're just not there yet, I will go ahead and put that in here. Then at least stick to what they recommend for you in the most halal, cleanest possible way, and no farm raised meats that come from people that's using pesticides and that's injecting the animals with chemicals and with the COVID, can I say it, with the jab, or that's pumping hormones inside of that animal. If you don't know that, leave it be. Save your money and put it towards that helps heal your bodies. I can't stress that enough on this Wellness Wednesday. Okay, y'all, just know that I am open for questions, and I think I see one. All right, thank you so much. Can you show it again and list it? Okay, the colon cleanse. Yes, the colon cleanse. This is the colon cleanse. My moderator is not in, but I most definitely can can list it. And on the back, we have the benefits of it. And I've gone through it sometimes, and it's okay. We have to go through it because I know a lot of us will just showcase the product, and then people are like, okay, what is it for again? So here we go. It's in very small print, but I'll say it out for you all. And that's the power of the sea moss, what is helping with my vision more. It says lower cholesterols, help with it's very high in fiber. That's what helps you to have a normal bowel movement. It boosts the immune system because, as you all know, when you get rid of extra amount of toxins in the body and chemicals and old medications and things of that nature, automatically it will boost your immune system. Okay, but it also relieves irritable bowel syndrome that is very common today. A lot of people are ashamed to talk about it because they don't want you to picture them having difficulties on the toilet. But come on now, y'all, you got to get past that. No room for pride for anything that can cause you to die. And that is one, because when the body holds in all of these toxins and chemicals and dead fleshly meat, toxic meat, and then, my God, for those who have gotten the jab and all these chemicals running throughout your bloodstream, if it does not have nowhere to go, y'all, what goes in must come out. That's the law of gravity. We can't get around that law. That's the natural law of gravity. Man is constantly trying it, and it does not work. Think about it. Okay, and then the other benefit is that it regulates the blood sugar in the body. They constantly saying there is no cure for type 2, type 1, or type 2 diabetes, but they won't say that it's a healing for the body for type 1. Regulate blood sugar in the body. You stick with it, then we'll find out if whether or not it can help heal the body from type 1 and type 2 diabetes. I have some testimonies, some of them out of town. See, and what I did, and I know we're accustomed to seeing people giving their heartfelt testimonies, and yes, I've been wanting to do it, but I'm being honest for those of y'all that's tuning in for the first time and that will tune in later. I'll be honest, the reason why I had not been one that would do that is because I take it so personal and serious of keeping privacy, keeping our people private. Not because it hasn't happened, but because some people want to be able to go on a health and healing journey to themselves, because there's a lot of criticizing that takes place through that process. A lot of y'all don't realize that. And then if they fall off, which 90% of them do, because of all the many different temptations and the stress and the cares of life. That's the reason why the health coaching is taking off so much. There's a reason why it's a business now. It's because it's challenging. And so once these people have to get before the media again, or they go out and about. Now people start to mock them. And see, so I like to give my people at least a good year or so to get in there and get comfortable and get used to their new proclaimed, new, healthy, healed, strong, vivacious body. Okay, and so that's the reason why I don't always showcase. But when Brother Dojo come out, he's supposed to be finished. He does 8 different channels. So when he comes out, we're gonna see if he'll be able to have a few minutes to share his, because he gets done at 6, and it's 6:04 now. I said I'll go between 6:04 and 6:30, so we shall see. Okay, but if not, he will be. He's already told me that he'll be willing to share. This is the same brother you all last Wednesday when he was sharing about being diagnosed with diabetes and how he needed help. And as you all see, that was just barely a week ago, and he's already getting results. Okay. Now we're going to finish off with the benefits. It enhances digestive health. I just stated that. It promotes healthy bowel movement. Stated that. It's a prebiotic, which promotes gut health. So for those of you all that think you got to go out and buy separate prebiotic, probiotics, just note that there's a lot of discrepancies just going on with that now too, because the body is supposed to naturally produce that when you're actually giving it healthy food. But this fiber that I have, it does give you a healthy dose of prebiotic. Okay. And then it promotes good heart health. What is the number one killer, you all? Heart attacks. Cardiovascular disease. I've never in my life met so many people that have stents in their hearts. Toxic waste, I call this WASTE. Then automatically you get rid of the extra weight. Automatically you're getting rid of toxins. Automatically you're getting rid of diseases. Okay. And then also it does help with AIDS and you losing weight. So I say for those that say, well, I don't need to lose weight, and then it lowers blood pressure. You cannot beat this. So this is why this is one of my number one top sellers. All of them is, and he is part of the Divine 7 that helps heal the body, which, by the way, Sister Angela Briggs, if you call in, I do have your Divine 7 has already gone out. You may have the last shipment that would be going out for this week of the Divine 7. She got all 7, you all. Okay, and so here goes. Let me put the colon cleanse in here. If there's any more questions, you all, this is your time to ask it. I'm down to probably about 25 more minutes. And that's only because I had to move to a different office space, and this is not technically my space, and they will have to leave, and I have a class to attend. Okay? If I could have came on earlier without there being any issues, then I would have come on at 4 p.m. like I have before. And it's only $40, you all. Remember, the proceeds go towards helping our homeless elders and our disabled and autistic children. I had to give the proceeds after that, and then what's left goes right into the helping me to keep my product online going. And yes, I am still accepting good investors for those who want to get a business opportunity out of it, or they may say that, okay, I want to buy up a bulk, and I have a store, or I have a church, I have an organization that we would need to have your products in stock, like what I was discussing with the YMCA here. That they would automatically have the people to come in, and yes, you set your prices as you will, as you may, and that's how you make your own profit. For those you all who are interested in the investment part, and of course, I'm going to put in here. You call in via text. If you text, I see it sooner than later. I got used to Sister Jamaica coming into the moderator, y'all. But as you all know, she's out, not recovering from that California toxic air from the fires and things of that nature. I have to call and check on her. You can be a text this number as well and leave voicemail. If you don't get through the first time, you all know what I often say, because give me that within the 24 hours. But if you're coming in for your free health coaching here on Wellness Wednesday with me, then at least if you put something in the chat, it helps me to know to look out for your name. So just FYI, just to give you a little bit more helpful information for those of you all to say, okay, well, again, because I am the one that's answering at this time the phone line. And I am the one that's also answering the texts when I see them, if there is. And then you want to do that and try again if you're not able to get through, because sometimes technology, you all, there are glitches in this system, and it's not good sometimes. And that's the reason why I like the one-on-one. I like the personal, and I always have. This is why I like when our sisters, the different ones, families that come up. For those who are that's in town, you come in, you get a chance to come to the office and to be able to sit. Phone is fine as long as the reception is good. And so just know too, I'm glad that you asked me that, sister. Um, okay, I put it in there for you, Sister Denise. Um, last day for last week to sign up for consultations. Oh, I got Sister Jamaica. She's Sister Jamaica in the house. She made it. Oh, y'all. She finna come in for the loud chat. Oh boy, I was just thinking about you. And then I not just mention her, you all, because I hadn't spoke to her.
Wait,
I got you in. I got you, Sister Jamaica. Can it work? You got it.
I don't think it's working on my end. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. We just don't see your face.
Okay,
praises to the Most High. Glad she's better. Sister Dorothy said, "Praises to the Most High." She's so glad
let me
she's
go
better.
on the other side here and cut you.
Yeah, because we can hear you just fine. It's just not giving us a video at all. Yeah, well, as you all know, anybody can click the link. There is a link that you all can click. That's right here in the chat. I'm going to share it again while she's doing that.
Okay, let's.
Okay, I put it in there for you, Sister Denise. All right, we're gonna give you your time. You're fine.
Okay, can we see him here? Because I don't see anything. I mean, I see you, but can you see me?
Nope, I can't see you yet, but we can hear your voice, nice, loud, and clear. Though we can do that. It's the only thing I can see. It won't let me copy and paste the link again. If you all zoom up for anybody else to want to come in, I didn't forget about it because I'm so used to being on YouTube where you all don't get a chance to show your face or to ask any personal questions and get that time. So thank you so much. Okay, you're out, Sister Jamaica. If you want to come back in for the voice, that's fine. And so you all do have that option. I can see who all is trying to come in. If you want that one-on-one session, free, no charge. So I said, take advantage of it, you all, while you can. But what I was going to say, it won't allow me to paste it again. What I was going to say is that by this Friday, you all can call in at the 618-388-8100 number to be a text to let me know if you want to schedule your appointment, because other than that, I don't plan to resume again until around about the end of the middle to end part of September, because I am supposed to have a health fair that I'm doing and prepping for a lot of other projects that I do need to be able to take that time. And I appreciate you all for being understanding. Of course, like I stated first, those who already are in coaching sessions with me, that's on your 30-day coaching session. This excludes you all. Of course, I will be still continue. So I'm not going to not be giving health coaching consultation. This is just for new clients. So if you want to sign up for your $50 for your half an hour to an hour consult, $75 for multiple conditions. Or if you want to sign up for a monthly for yourself and your spouse. And for family members, that ranges anywhere from $3 and now to $500, because I forgot to mention the family session there. And I do allow you options to split up your payments weekly or bi-weekly, however way that works for you, because I don't want that being extremely stressful for those who are being challenged financially. And so that is your option. And that means for every disease and condition under the sun. And whatever I don't know or cannot assist you with, I do believe in referrals. I have referrals that I can refer you to for your condition. So far, so good. I haven't had to do that because mostly all of our conditions, from what I can see and my experience has been, goes right back to constipation and inflammation and stress. Every disease that has anything to do with swelling or any type of growth of cancer comes from inflammation. And it is able to build from us suffering from the 8 different forms of constipation. And constipation is not just in the bowels. It can be in the bloodstream. It can be within the bone marrows, meaning your body needs to go through a form of cleanse. And the reason why I say a form of cleanse is because there's no way of 100% ridding the body from all forms of viruses and diseases. Our bodies is designed to balance itself off, to fight off that, in a lot of ways, just to keep us going. And that's part of, that's how you know whether or not you have a strong immune system or not. Okay, so if you all zoom in, Sister Jamaica, I guess you blind that all the way. I have to try this again. It's coming across echoing with no camera shown. Yeah, I just heard a little bit of an echo, Sister Jamaica. It wasn't a lot, but that's fine. You can try it. I'm sure. I'm gonna go ahead and see Sister Jamaica did it. She's gonna have us to stay here probably for a little longer. Then let's give Brother Dojo time enough to come in as well. But yes, and so as for the consultations, that's the way I have them set up, because what I'm finding out is that a lot of times, even when you all buy products, a lot of times people forget, because you all have others. If you're anything like I was when I first started off for helping my daughter in her condition and my family's condition, is that I would buy up whatever looked like it was good and whatever do time. So minded coaching and coming on for your live Wellness Wednesday free coaching allows you, and for calling in and via texting to schedule your own personal consultation, allows you to be able to be reminded and help you with how to use your products, because that's important. As for let me address why I am on the products. The power of the sea moss, y'all. I have the flakes for those who all that are cooks that likes or that's juicing and blending. I have the flakes and the sea moss left. I'm almost running out of my powder sea moss, you all. You all have been on it. And yes, thank you for the honesty for the other Sister Denise, not this one that's in the chat, but the other Sister Denise. And then for the other, I call her the May Queen. They said, oh my God, I feel like I'm eating the earth and with salt. Because she wanted to soldier it up like I do. I take a spoon. Matter of fact, I haven't even had mine today. I wish I had my little spoon. I would demonstrate now, and I would do the whole face and everything for y'all. I told y'all I keep it 1 million. I said, no, this is the reason why Sister's good to put it inside her drink. What she did, she started putting it inside her drink. She has a nice concoction together, and she has a cleanse that I have given her as well. His wife, this is Brother Jojo's wife, and and she was like, oh my God. And I say, yes. I said, I see it as no different than when we're eating something that's salty and it's got a little powdery taste, and I chase it with my water. That's what I do. Or I'll get some juice and I'll chase it with it. Now, yeah, I might stick a little bit up to the upper part of the tongue, but take that tongue and work it, because all I'm thinking when I'm eating something that I do not per se like or feel like it's a little bit, it's got so much zest to it, then all I do is I think about the health benefits. And this is how you trick the great trickster, you all. You got to. It's called mind control. It's called mind over what's the matter. Notice what I said? It's called mind over what's the matter. And so when those things come, and please trust me, believe me, I didn't just become a cook or start the chefing and doing all these things because that's what my mom and dad did, or that's that. No. Don't be deceived. I did it because I'm very particular about how things taste. I got the beautiful thing about being healthy, or more so on the healthier side, is that them tongue palates, boy, their taste buds, all them hundreds of different taste buds, all mine's is ignited to a whole nother level. Do you hear me? So whatever is salty, I taste it. Whatever's sweet, I taste it. Whatever's tangy, I taste it. Just like that. My senses is just that heightened. So trust me, all I'm saying is that I can fully 100% understand exactly how challenging it is when you're trying something different and you're thinking about how much you need this and how you want to see if this works. And then here it is, there go Mr. and Mrs. Taste Bud. Keep in mind that you have full control. And I say this, I'm telling you, it used to be a time when I couldn't say it either, y'all. I'm keeping it 1 million. Like I said that I would. I could not neither. I look at boy, I look, boy, like, it does what? But because it's next, I told you I just had a big bowl of chopped papaya. I was trying to save it for y'all, so please forgive me. I am human. I am not a robot. And for as I know of, I'm not an alien. Now, some people have told me that I'm different. Yes, I'm different. And no, I don't pull up to the scene with my cylinder missing. But I'm different. I tried the whole chop of my papaya with the fresh little squeezed lime, and I just squirted all over it. I tried to save it for you all to let you all see how I graduated taste buds, because I just didn't like how bland the papaya tastes. With all of the many beautiful killing off cancer cells, and it's good for the skin and good for hydration and good for lowering the blood sugar and all that, I still could not get myself to eat that papaya. I'm talking about the fruit. You know, the pretty reddish bruise that looks like a grapefruit in the inside, but it's smooth. It's smooth like a honeydew or like a cantaloupe. I was trying to save it for y'all, but I couldn't. It tasted so good. And I was like, dang, finally. The trick was just squirting a little bit of the little all natural lime over there. I got that little zest, pulled out that little sweetness in it. It was good and it was ripe. And I did that. And so that's what I had today so far. And I had an all natural banana. I try to get my bananas before it gets too sweet and brown. And just try to get it now because the sugar had me so high. That's my potassium for my walks that I have to take in the park, which I'm getting ready to start that too. We're going to start more and more sisters, whoever's in the areas early in the morning. We're playing around with the time frame between 6 and 7 or 7 and 8 a.m. And we're picking the time where we're going to walk in Forest Park. Just for the memo, for those of you all that's tuning in that may be from here from St. Louis. So we're going to start the healthy Dr. Chef walk. And we're just going to chat it up, or either you can bring your earbuds and listen to your music, and we're going to strut it. Yes, we are. And then I do this. I chop my spaghetti squash. I got an all natural, homegrown spaghetti squash. That's what I have. And I let mine cool off. And then what I do is I'll chop up a little bit of pineapples that's high in antioxidants and it's good for killing off and reducing inflammation, and anything else that's in there, I chop it up in there. And sometimes I'll add a little bit of black beans to it, or you can add a little bit of navy beans to it. Oh yeah, try it. And then that's when the sea moss come into play. A little teaspoon, a little table. Oh, I wish I didn't forget. See, I'm not in my space. I wish I didn't forget the little bit of teaspoon. Just not even a half of a regular spoon size, you all. Just literally like a third of that teaspoon. I put it inside of my beans, or I'll put it inside of any type of veggie pasta, and the flavor, good. It's delicious. I see you, Sister Jamaica. She got it. And so, but I look, they in the groove now for the food now. So give me 1 second. Hold set. And so, and I'll take it and I'll stir it up because that's my seasoning. And so I take it and I eat it. I'll chop on me some little bit of red peppers in it, not bell pepper, yeah, red bell peppers. Y'all, the flavor is out of this world, especially when you add. Please like and share, y'all. Hit the like button, please. Thank you so much. Like and share, that helps a lot. And so, yeah, and I'll stir that stuff up and just all of the citric, the little bit of salt taste, the little bit of a whole lot of the sweet. That spaghetti squash is the original spaghetti, y'all, that you don't have to worry about constipating you. And you don't have to worry about even spending an extra $1 or $2 on trying to find the veggie pasta or the so-called all grain or the brown rice pasta. Get it out of your squash. How do you prepare the squash? For those of y'all that may tune in and say, I slice it in half, I pull the seeds out and the extra little strings that come from in the inside. And yes, it is optional. You can use a little bit of plant-based butter. They got the new oat butter out now. I don't recommend anything that will clog the arteries. I don't parquet and margarine and all that. We all know by now that that's not good for your heart, for your vessels. It clogs the blood, okay? And it causes high blood pressure as well and high cholesterols. And so I take and I cleanse it out and I cook my bean soups. Or you can do a little bit of whole grain rice that doesn't come with glyphosate in it, meaning non-GMO rice. You can do that and you can put it inside of it because it has a little dip inside for those of you all that have not tried the spaghetti squash yet. And it's got a light sweet taste to it. I take and I slice it and I put it on 175 for about 45 minutes. And it's so nice and tender, and I let it cool off. And you can taste more of the flavor when you let it cool off. Whatever hot food that you might want to add in there, because some of you all may want to eat it by itself. You can eat it by itself, and oh my God, very good, high in fiber, good for the skin, good for hydration, good for good bowel movements. You can't beat that. Come on now, this is your summer food right here. And then last but not least, the power of my mango. Go mango, get busy. Go mango, get it. Oh, okay. I'm getting a little bit too happy about the mango. Ladies, fibroids, ladies, those who all that don't have any issues with having too much acidity in the body, meaning any forms of breakouts, mangoes is the go-to for balancing out the hormones during cycle, hot flashes. For those who have clots when you're menstrual cycling, mango. Flaxseed, hemp seed, mango. Seeded watermelon, grapes, mangoes. Did I say mangoes? So that's how I eat on a regular basis. I do not feel like I have been deprived of anything that was very fulfilling. Because if you notice, with the squash along, when I'm doing my squash, with the mangoes along with the bananas, it's a fatty food that's full of potassium, good for the muscles, good for the bones. Then when I add my flavoring with my sea moss, my body is getting proper nourishment, you all. It's getting hydrated, it's getting nourished, it's getting the vitamin B, it's getting A, it's getting C. And then if I want to slice me up some more fruits on the side, like some all natural, homegrown, no pesticides on apples, or if you want to do peaches, if you want to do plums, it's very fulfilling because most of them are anywhere from 70 to 90% of water, you all. And how many of you all don't like to drink water or drink up your drink before you eat because you know you'll get too full? Think about it. That's exactly what you want to do. So that way it cuts down on you having to glut, overeating. See, I notice not too many people want to talk about glutting. Everybody want to talk about, well, not everybody, but some people always want to talk about it being a sin to do the meats, and it's wrong to eat meats and kill animals. I get all that. We need to just do plant-based. I get all that. I'm not knocking it. I do understand it. I do 100% agree. But the other biggest component that I see that we're leaving out is still eating with moderation. That once you're eating, if what you are eating is so healthy, then that means that you will not be hungry. That means that you will not be suffering with dehydration a couple of hours later. That means you won't feel like you need to have 2, 3, 4, 5 different type of meals. It also means that you will feel so nourished, your body feels so nourished, you feel so healthy that you will not have to at all worry about feeling hungry. And let's not, and one thing, and I'm going to get to you, Sister Jamaica, let's remember this. Just because your stomach growls does not mean that you are hungry. That is your body digesting the food, or even any forms of trapped gas for you not chewing up the food like they taught us years ago. It is true. Chew your food up 33 times or more until liquid form. If you cannot chew it, then that means do not do it. I said it. If you cannot chew any of your food into liquid form, then that means do not do it. There's no nutrition in that. The body needs to be able to break down. And yes, we have acid in the system. And yes, the body is warm, it's hot. So just think about it. If you're getting constipated by anything that you're eating, whether it's white dough, white rice, all of these different white things and all this different processed food and chemicalized food, and you can't even process it. And here it is, your body's getting up to that 89, 90% of heat. And it has an acid that breaks down, and you still constipated. That should tell you something right there. That should tell you right there. Here it is. I'm finna click in now. Here goes Sister Jamaica, y'all. So glad to. I love spaghetti scotch. Of course you do, Sister Dorothy. You look so strong and healthy. I remember seeing you in DC. It was a beautiful thing seeing you and your beautiful, beloved, strong Black man of a husband. Y'all look like you're such a beautiful couple. Look at this. Oh, sorry. I got on the wall. Look at that natural hair. That's what I'm talking about. She made it, y'all.
Oh, yes. Oh. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear it. Can y'all hear me okay? She's on, y'all. Oh,
between
wow. It's okay. It's okay.
I already gave them heads up. Between the internet, because it's so hot. It's so hot. Yes. Everything is acting up, and the fires. It's been bad. It was bad for me Monday. Oh, the weekend. Wow. It was terrible. I just recently started clearing up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's the allergies. My eyes was running. I was crying, Do
you still have some colloidal silver?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, so along with your sea moss, you have to get sent colloidal. That'll help clear out all of the inflammation and that respiratory system. The colloidal silver will do that. You can take up to about good 3 full drops if need be.
Okay.
But if you can't wait, because I do know what it'll still probably take about 4 days. You're in Cali. We do the overnight it. It still take you a few days. I don't know if you want to go another 24, 48 or 34 hours, but I would still get the colloidal silver. That would be your quickest way of being able, a most natural way of getting rid of it'll pull out anything that's trying to block that respiratory system. Okay. And this is $40, you all. And I'm basically almost out of stock. Everything that I get in, it does. All praise be to God. So far, so good. My new product line is doing very, very well. I don't keep much in stock for long. And so this is the reason why I say, I am open for investors that want to invest. And note that will come with you and the entire family being able to be coached. That also, like Sister Jamaica, that also will come with you all being able to get the first dibs on product lines that's available. So this is the reason why, with her being an investor as well, she's also comes gets a chance to get whatever is left in stock when it first come in and before it is gone, because I have to, because that's what keeps you all from being able to experience being your healing and getting very high potent natural products from Dr. Chef Botanicals. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that. I had to put that in there.
Fine. Let me say hello to everybody.
Yes. They're just happy to see you.
I'm eating. I'm so sorry.
No, sister. No, look at her. She's showing out, y'all. She's showing out. Don't y'all see how she did us, y'all? She brought out the red grapes.
Yes.
Now that will help as well. Have you been taking any ginger and turmeric too?
I've been doing lemon and eucalyptus tea as well, and I'm out of everything, but because of the kids, it's like kids come first. I know they say take care of yourself. They're doing okay.
They don't seem like they're coughing or Ninja Kid.
No, thank goodness. Somebody started sneezing day before yesterday, and I said, "Oh my goodness, please don't stop." So I hurried up, got the diffuser going, and try to help them out. I love that my boys love salad, so I don't really have an issue with like fruits and different things. And I must have made a Boston salad through some fruits and tomatoes and some of everything up in there. And they love lemon water. I put a little bit of lemon in the water, so kind of help,
Oh, okay, that's good. Oh yeah, Sister Dorothy said eat some of for her. They look refreshingly delicious. Sister Dorothy go there and said, Dr. Strell, do you still have the powdered sea moss available? Yes, I do, Sister Candy. We got a few bags left. Yes, I do. I do. Sorry for missing your question, but yes, I do. I still have. I think I have about 4 left in stock. But I do have the flakes, you all. Those are very high, very potent, and you don't have to worry about that powder. Yeah, you want to get in with those flakes because you'll be able to digest those even better, especially for those of you all that's still cooking any hot meals. I have to state that, and I have plenty of the flakes left. Because I know everybody was thinking, let me do the powder so I can just sprinkle it. And then they see how rich that taste is of the powder. And then they like, okay, maybe I should have got the flakes. Well, I have the flakes in. But I
have a question for you in reference to a couple of episodes ago. You had mentioned somebody with the gel moss. The gel moss mixed it or blended with yours.
Yeah.
That's something that you all plan to do, or is that just separate?
That's something that I'm sure he would be open to, that I can discuss, because that's also one of the heads over the news channel that wants me to get together and display my products on the news network channel. And so when that happens, then yes, you all, I know I'll be able to produce more products. As you all know, it's my 6 months in for my new product line. And so, yes, it's been a little slow. My only biggest issue is that I want to have more to be able to buy more for the demand, supply for the demand. That's it. Everything else is going pretty great. And then, of course, I wanted the liquid vitamin D3. And as you all know, all those things cost. They cost. And then, of course, the tricky part was trying to make sure that prices was fair enough to where I'm able to make sure that I'm able to get more products when you all need it, so you all can stay on top of the regimens for those of you all that's on your health and wellness journey. Yeah. But yes, that's something that can be available because they do have it where you can pack and ship those. So yeah.
Okay. And then in reference to my sons, I talked to you about them not being able to take in the capsules or a tablet or what have you. So what's a good for vitamin C? Because
vitamin C, it would still be all of your fruits that's loaded with vitamin C. It would still be you taking I would still, once again, I would aim to place them inside of their smoothie, since that's more sweeter or juices.
Okay.
Because you can still hide it, and you don't have to give them much. Because I'm a firm believer that when you're introducing a body even to things that's natural, you want to start off with the minimum to give the cells time to identify, so you don't have to worry about any type of reaction. Of course, it's not going to be anything deadly or anything that's majorly serious that I have encountered. But still, even with taste, you want to trick that taste bud there a little bit, and then the body, once the minerals start hitting those 102 minerals in the cell, like, wait a minute, we got something that's rejuvenating us up in here. Oh, wait a minute, we got something that's making us feel better. Then they'll automatically start asking for it. They'll start noticing the difference of cells, because I know it is tricky with special needs children. Trust me. Now, Jay was very, very particular. Very. So having me as a mother, that was very ticky about things. Her father was. Then you add having any forms of autistic type of, can you imagine? It was, yeah. Yeah, I was always in the kitchen trying to figure out what I can mix and how I could slip something to trick her, or either I'll hurry up and give her the sweet natural juice.
Yes. So just give un poquito.
Man, gosh, like I said, my hats go off.
I have the battle of trying to take my time with feeding or giving one this smoothie if I have whatever in there, and if the other one drank his up fast, and then the other he's taking his time or whatever, then I have to watch them. I can't turn my back if I'm cooking or doing something else, because if I turn around, boy, woo, he's fast like lightning, and he'll take his brothers, you know. So it's like, no, who's drinking? No. So it's like, almost like just
Najee
back
used to do that too.
You know.
Yeah. All they had to do was turn their head, and she was like this. So so I had to set
or
them apart sometimes. Whatever they didn't want, then they give it to her. Yeah, I went through that too. Set them apart. That's the only thing you can do is set them apart. I promise. And I know it's difficult. I literally had to lock her down sometimes, like put like a whole belt, like a lock-in belt around the chair, just to keep her in the seat. And I even got smarter than that. I even had to use a wheelchair at times and click her in just so she can focus on eating her food and not getting around to everybody else. So I went through that too.
I went.
She got better. She did. She got better. She got older, but still. Woo, I remember them days. Oh,
I tell you.
All I hear, stop, Najee, stop. No, Najee, no. Mama, she just ate my. I'm like, why didn't you guard your food?
Yes.
So no, but no, I'm just thankful that you're doing well. We have prayers going out, Sister Dorothy, Sister Edna. I do see your question, and yes, if I may, real fast, answer your question. Recommend the DHA EPA. I recommend one that's with a pure organic grade of olive oil. The one that we had, Zena, was that the name of it? Zena. I'd recommend you to just go online for that if you're not trying to become a distributor or you need many different type of tests that we were trying to get from that company. That's the reason why me and Sister Jamaica was showing interest in that particular company. It's the only company that I know of that had a pure form, and I still take it. And I have encountered some really good results for when I hurt my knee. Let me make sure I give you the right name. I just saw the brother. The brother just texted me. And the sister. Give me 1 second. Go ahead, Sister. There we go. And then didn't I send you that information too, Sister Jamaica? About the vitamin D, the oil?
Not yet.
You didn't send?
No.
Wait a minute. I thought we didn't get the name of it.
No.
I just don't want to get it wrong because she's asked a question. Tell you what, I'm going to text that to you, Sister Edna Sanders. I'm going to text that because I'm going to make sure that you get all the correct information because it's not before me. Sometimes I get that name mixed up with another product line, but that's what I would highly recommend. And if you already have some, I would say finish off what you have. That will do for now. And the water filtration system, they're coming out with so many different kinds now. Sister Jamaica, she's asking, Sister Edna is asking about the water filtration systems. And I'm like, they got so many new gadgets out now. It is hard for me to narrow it down, but I know it's one that spins. I forget the name of that. Oh my goodness.
It is
because I haven't gotten one yet. It's a couple of $100, but it oxidizes the water. And oh my God, the pureness of it that I tried a few months back from my dear sister and brother home was, oh my God, it was the most purest form of hydrating water I've ever tasted. It was better than the one that I had. Mine was somebody took mine in the midst of moving. No, let me see.
Not Life Source, no.
Zena. So any of them that states that it practices the water filter system, Sister Edna, that practices that has reverse osmosis, that is from natural spring, but it doesn't matter. Even they got the filter systems out now that where you're able to take in at least a gallon of water. That hold on one second. I don't want to give any wrong information.
It sings.
Huh?
I think it is Ixings. Is it the Callaghan water? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, no. It's so many.
I'm gonna have that too for next time, and I'm gonna text that information to you as well, Sister Edna. I'm gonna text that information to you as well, because we just want to make sure you got, because they got so much new. They're engineering, which is a good thing. It's a really good thing. Just like they did with upgrading the different blenders and juicers. You know, yes, I do feel like they're charging too much for it, but oh well, that's what happens when we get away from the natural way of doing things. It really does set us up to. It brings out the creativity of us to try to figure out ways to get around. Unfortunately, and they make us pay for it. They make us pay for it, and I say that it's worth it when you think about how much we actually spend just in a month on beverages and bottled water for those who's doing bottled waters, and then for the time consumption of trying to boil water when you know that we have polluted water. It's worth it to spend a couple of $100 or to save up where you can to purchase a good water filter system. It's worth it because your body is 70-80%. You know, we have them going back and forth. I say 80% of water. And so what's in it is no different than when you're taking a bath and you want, it's for those who like to use nice fragrances, women in particular, and now some men do too. You know, when you want that water purified and next you want to get that relaxing feel, think about all of the different things that a lot of us add to ours, or your different natural soaps that you know that you need to use so that it doesn't throw off your pH balance or cause your skin to be extra dry. Think about how strategic we are about that and how important that is. Shampoo and all that is mixed with water. And however wet, whatever substance you put, whatever nutrients you put inside of that water, it determines how pretty your hair is going to come out, how clean, how silky, how smooth your skin is going to be. So if we're doing this for the outer is where I'm going with this, then how much more important is it for us to do it within? Because it's only what's within that's going to show you what's on your outer, or what's within that. Even if you got that constipating skin where it doesn't exuberate out, where you can't tell that you're sickly, eventually the body is going to break down. And that's what we're doing our best to try to receive enough knowledge and apply it so that we don't have to worry about being guilty of causing our own demise. And so that's one to say concerning. And your hair looks so healthy. Speaking of hair, sister, that is a nicey, healthy, curly fro there, Sister Jamaica. Oh. That's good, nice, healthy fro. And then you sitting there eating the grapes on us. My goodness, it made me run out and go grab me some grapes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Look, I'm thankful for the mango. I really am. And
I did mango. I actually juiced some mangoes the other day, and I believe they were bad because we went to taste it. I always taste first after juicing.
Right.
Look at you teasing.
Yes. yes.
And it was extremely I don't even know what the taste was. It was sour something. It wasn't good at all. I think they were bad. I understand. Hold on a minute, because my grandbaby.
I hear him.
He's on the games.
I'm just thankful. I know he's been a kid. That's a beautiful thing. I still love the sound of hearing children just be happy.
Right.
That's never a distraction. I used to have people ask me that all the time. Like, don't you hear them being so loud? I'm like, yeah, they all right. Ain't nobody crying.
No, nobody's crying over here.
Is she doing the grapes? Y'all be doing the mango. We mean to do this on Wellness Wednesday. For those you all, and remember, I could elaborate more on how to eat right by the blood type, but y'all didn't give me the questions as yet, so maybe next Wednesday y'all will be ready for it.
So we eating in front of everybody?
Oh, we need to find out. She started it, y'all. She started. So yeah, this is the channel where you can come on here and you can be eating and chatting it up. And so, of course, for y'all that's too pretty, if you're too pretty and you don't want to eat while we're and you don't want to demonstrate,
Yeah, it's good.
Everything God made. Everything. All the master food, God, is delicious.
You have to excuse me from smacking. It's good. The juice is popping in my mouth, you all.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I promise you, your grapes are now more juicy than my mango. I had to throw that in there, y'all. Look, everybody said for those of y'all who thought that you was gonna be tempted to grab that bag of chips and popcorns later on tonight. This is what we are trying to encourage you all to do. Huh?
And it's hot out here.
It won't be
over 100 and something degrees.
Oh my goodness, is it?
Yes, it's terrible.
Y'all.
My grandbaby stole my other fan, but I have something else.
Keep them in your prayers.
But it's hot. Not so. The boys are cool.
That's another reason why I'm recommending for you all, if never before that you do your fruits, because that is what will help you in the time of going out in this heat to help you to avoid heat strokes.
Oh,
that is exactly what will help you, is getting your fruits and your vegetation that has 70 to 80% of water in it. That means your body will retain it. Okay, you will retain hydration. And that's why I can't wait. July is almost there. We're getting ready. Well, the end of June, here come the seeded watermelon. And I'll be doing a segment on that again because we can't get around it. I don't care about them calling that no black fruit. All right, mighty fun y'all trying to be like us. Yeah. Yeah. I promise you all, this is what it's about. It's the most simplest thing, but the most necessary thing that we must do. And yes, it shouldn't be where we all have to be at a place to where this is such a focal point, but because this is the area that they're using to isolate us, to literally kill us off. That's the reason why it's so important that we do keep us all focused on actually what the adversary is trying to do concerning taking us up out of here by getting us with the very thing that we need to live by, and that is our food. You have to have food, and water is your source of living. Without it, yes, you can go fast. Yes, I do highly recommend fasting, but you can't fast for the rest of your life. You can't fast past a certain period of time. And yes, it's very helpful to helping you all to heal the body. And I do recommend it, but I don't recommend you to fast and not drink something. If you start getting hungry, a shout out to those who are able to do it, to discipline yourself. I am finna go on another day. I'm aiming for another 3-day fast myself. I try not to go past 3 days, not because of the weight loss, but because it's a good thing to not try to overdo anything. Yes, for those who are dealing with major obesity, I do understand that if they need to go, because your body, and people like to mock it and make fun of it, but it's nothing to be made fun of.
No.
You have enough stored body fat stored, and old fecal matter and food still stored in your large intestine that your body can actually be fueled off of. So the more and more you fast, for those who's over 150 to 100 or so more pounds, the more better you are going to feel. The main important thing is just making sure that you stay hydrated. And if you're going to eat, I recommend it to be fruit, because at least the body can digest it, and at least it's most of water and not other fatty foods. And it's very high in fiber, so it should help to sweep the old fecal matter and toxic foods and leftover meals that you have left in your intestine. It'll help push it on through without you having to deal with so much constipation. That's what my recommendations. Hey there, Sister Tyra. She made it in. Shalom, sister. How you doing? It's good to see you all. And so, this is how it's going to be from now on, you all. Thank you all for tuning in here. Sister Jamaica, any other case and points that you want to make? Sister Sandra, Sandra, Sister Edna, I know I had to get back with her with the vitamin D that I recommend for you with the DHA EPA. That would be the most healthiest for you. And then the water filter system. I can ask my god brother about that one, because I know, let me see. I still wanted to share that with you all. If you bear with me for a second, I want to share that water system.
I was trying to look it up as well. But in the meantime, I had another suggestion.
Go ahead.
In reference to I'm by myself today. Okay. So okay.
And say your greeting.
Tell her you said hello. You can say it, or just stand on it. It's hot. So
yeah, I was just going to say, make sure you say your greetings to your daughter.
No, she's gone. She's supposed to be here, but she's gone. This is
that's Ninja Kid.
Grandbaby. That's Ninja Kid.
Yeah, hey, Ninja Kid.
It's hot, so he don't have his shirt on.
Okay, no, it's okay.
You can say something. You can hear you.
Hey, Dr.
I can hear you. How you doing, son? It's good to see you making it. You made it back in safely without having to fall off from the heat, huh?
Yeah, it's hot over here.
Wow. Well, you know what to do. Get some of them grapes from grandma so you can stay hydrated.
That's what he's trying to do. He can go downstairs. It's a big old bowl, bigger than mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
I went through that with my grandson.
Downstairs. They already cleaned and everything.
For those who don't know, I'm eating a mango. I went through that with my grandson. And I thought that I was going to have some pitted olives to myself, right? Over the weekend. I'm like, that was my little simple pleasure. Oh, no. He holding his hand out. And he got a serious look on his face. And I was like, you want these? I said, that's not sweet. I said, you got more of a salt taste to it. And he just sitting back there like a little old man with his legs crossed. Constantly, I'm thinking he only gonna ask him maybe one or two. He asked him basically for about 5 or 6, and I'm like, this is getting too serious. I was like, this is my little pleasure here. I'm chopping her down, and he trying to eat just as many as I eat. And I'm like, man, I have to get a whole nother jar because this boy that ate all my olives. I'm like, and he's serious about it. Mind you, nobody else in the family eat the olives with me, just him. I said, wow. But no, I was looking for the hold on, let me see 1 second here. Any more questions you all for a tune out? Yes, I went past the time because our dear brother, he was in. Come on now with that testimony, brother, if you're done.
Oh, somebody else want to come on.
Nuh-uh. He's here. Oh, it's somebody else. Oh, I didn't see anybody on. Y'all, this is our first trial here with
Is
the
that the brother that's
Zoom.
helping?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
brother and his wife. They are now new clients. And they're helping me with to figure out certain internet things, and I'm helping them with the health and wellness journey
Right.
that they're on. And I know his is supposed to be. I think his got over with about 6:30. I didn't realize that we went past that time frame like that, but it's okay. I might have at least a few more minutes, and he come in. I'm sure he's downloading his stuff. I was trying to wait for him as well. Okay.
You trying to play basketball? I'm live.
I'm gonna get some of this information, Sister John Tyra. I have a question, please. I just found out my nephew is in the hospital with swollen legs and face. His blood pressure was 147 systolic, and the bottom was high as well. Trying to see the best way to help him. I was Sister Thompson. Thomas. I would still need to know what it is that he's eating, because one thing I wouldn't do is allow the hospital to give him any type of food, because that is still associated with being inflammation. Anytime there's any form of swelling in the body, that's inflammation. Um, if you can get them some type of fruit smoothie there, you got sea moss. That sea moss is a mucus destroyer, and it will help with inflammation as well. Turmeric, if you can get them a little bit of turmeric as well. Ginger, a little honey. If he could take the taste, fix that, let him sip on that. You can bring that to the hospital. However, when they're in the hospital and they're underneath the so-called doctors of physician care, we know that a lot can be brought on too by side effects of whatever type of prescription drugs that they are prescribing. So I would need to know that as well before I just give a blanket statement of what can be done. I'm very, very intentional. Not long just had another young man that was in the hospital that had been battling with sickle cell anemia, full-blown disease for years. And thank God, because of things that we were doing with him, and he was right on board with it. I think he's 21. He in turn was able to walk out of that hospital, and he's doing better. He's fixed his own healthy meals and foods, and so that's been a beautiful thing. And I think I'm sure if I can catch him on his schedule, I think we can get him to do a good testimonial, because his sister was the one that was trying to work out a schedule to help with assisting us. But I wanted her to make sure that she didn't overload her schedule. So yes, if you can get me that information, Sister Tyra, and via text that to me, then that would be helpful. If whether or not they gave him any form of prescription drugs, and then also his weight, his size, his height. I need all of that before I just throw things blanket out, because there's plenty that can help to reduce that blood pressure. But as long as they are doing things, or if something has majorly happened that I am not aware of, I want to make sure that we're as accurate as possible. And he's 18. Okay. No, you said 8 hours, 18. Okay, he's 18. Okay. Yes, please via text that to me, and I will respond. Give me as much of technical information as possible, and then we can go from there. Okay, thank you so much, Sister Tyra. And you all keep her nephew in prayers. What is this? Do you mind sharing his first name? So everybody in the chat that believe in the power of prayer will help him and help him with help pray for your nephew, Sister Tyra Thompson's nephew. You all is in the hospital, brother. You too. Are you on the go? Do you are? Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm going to get you to give a quick testimony about how you come along. Come on. He coming. Just a quick, just how you coming for the week. He's a weekend, y'all. This is Brother Dojo, and this is my support group client, Sister Love from California, Sister Jamaica.
Hello there.
And
how are you? Thank you for getting it going.
Yeah. So this is, go ahead, introduce yourself and what you do, brother. It's a lot of our Hebrew brothers and sisters in here. We have quite a bit of everybody that's tuning in from all over. And then we also have some of our Muslim brothers and sisters, and then just everybody that's tuned in whenever they can.
Okay, well, I'm captain of 10,000, the Gauga boy of the ISPK under Commander General Yohana. And you talking about your product, right? You want me to let them know? Okay, yeah.
So far, so good,
Yeah. So far, so good. Definitely. There was a change. I told you I didn't want to get too graphic.
We graphic here,
but there's definitely a change in my stool since from
bowel
taking
movement
the bowel movement from taking it was more solid, and it was I say it wasn't that long. Yeah, it didn't take that long.
It shortened that time.
Yeah, it turned around, and I'm being honest. I started taking it.
So from a week ago, just from last Wednesday, when exactly did you start? You started that weekend?
I think Tuesday made it 7. I think this is 8 days.
Oh, you said okay.
So this is gonna be 8 days now. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it absolutely feels a lot better. When I go, it's not like I gotta force it out. You know what I mean?
That part. That's what they need to hear.
It's not. It wasn't like, oh, I gotta go. You know what I mean? And I just about to go on myself and nothing like that. It was real easy. It wasn't painful. It didn't give me like cramps. I've taken detoxes before, and boy, I'm talking about cramping. My stomach
I've heard that
going. You know what I mean? And literally, like, you cannot leave the house. Taking those products, you can't do nothing.
They tell you to take a day off.
You gotta stay at home, and detox on a lot of those other ones that I've taken before. Some didn't work at all. They did nothing one way or the other. But this one is absolutely, like I said, it worked.
And then you also got your multivitamin.
I got
How's that coming on?
I got the
multivitamin liquid.
Yeah, I got the vitamin liquid. You got that one too?
Yep, he got the multi 65, y'all. Almost on back stock again because they're buying me out. So those of you all that pre-order in advance, you get the first shipment coming out. So this is what he also has. So as of right now, he's on the colon cleanse and in order to replenish his body with the extra minerals, he's also taking the advanced multivitamin.
And talking about, I got to take it.
Yeah,
I forgot to take it today.
Hey.
I forgot today.
That's all I need to know. And so now I got to, like, you text me, ask me how I was doing. I was in desperate need. Didn't I tell you all that? Even though I came on time, I was like internet shut down, every bad reception, you name it. He called, sister, you good? You got everything up and going? And I was like, bruh, thanks for checking in on me. I was like, I need your help. So that's why I'm here in their space, well, in the extra lobby area here. And so they just helped me, or else I wouldn't have been able to come on today. And so, yeah, I got you, though. Then I'm going to be giving you heads up to reminders to get your vitamin. Because I understand.
I'm about to take it now. I'm about to go back in there and grab it.
Yeah. Because you want that energy for throughout the day.
Yeah. I got to go run to this job real quick.
Well, go ahead. Hey, whatever you like to share. We appreciate
so far, and I stopped taking my I told you I was taking the gummy vitamins. I was taking that. I was getting tired of swallowing all them pills that they make you take, and so I started taking that. But I kind of like the liquid better.
Okay,
I like that better.
Okay,
and I have definitely.
Now you can put it in all natural juice and water and drink. You can put it in whatever.
I just take the 2 teaspoons.
Two tablespoons.
I take 2 tablespoons and I'm done. But I absolutely do feel a lot better.
You have lost weight. We've already noticing him losing weight as well too.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Because you had to go. Because what was your reasoning again?
A lot better.
What was your reason again for wanting to cleanse? Was it because the doctor was trying to diagnose you with diabetes?
No, I just looked into getting it down, because my levels, my sugar had been kind of high. My A1C was extremely high, and I had changed what I was eating and all of that, because I'm gonna just be honest.
So how you been staying off of that
kids,
meat?
My kids tell me, Daddy, I want a snack, and then Daddy start getting the snack, And so they went from there.
That's what I mean by keeping it raw.
Right.
So, keep it 1 million.
Right. But I actually we all cut back.
Okay,
you know, everybody, the kids, and cut back. They ain't complaining. You know,
there you go.
They rocking with their daddy. You know,
that's good.
Yeah. So far, you know, I ain't had to beat up the little ones because they want a snack. You know, but, they rocking with me so far. They hadn't said, "Daddy, I need a snack."
Right.
Like that. So that was one thing, and then, like I said, the A1C, the level, it went down just a little bit, but not that much. And so I was just thinking, you know, once I talked to you and saw the product, and I was like, maybe I do need something to help get that stuff out, so I could like reset and stuff like that. And plus the stuff that you were saying to me too. So you know, I definitely.
And the food regimen. So what you're saying is that along with that, you have implemented trying to stay away from as much bread, white bread, and a lot of excess amount of meat and all that. You're trying to, you know, aim more towards salads and healthier things that's helping out absolutely. As well.
Because this is what I was going to ask you, because I had switched to the keto bread.
Oh,
so how? I already know that I was hesitating to ask you.
No. That's good. No, that's good. It's still more lighter, and it's still more lighter, and more easier on the digestive system. And I don't have any report so far so good of anyone experiencing being constipated by it. So that's a plus.
Okay.
So I would say that over the bunny bread, and I wonder what kind of bread, and all of these other artificial wheat breads. Most definitely, if I had to choose one, and that's all I had to choose on, that's all I had to eat, I would most definitely go with the keto.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to say.
So far, I mean, I haven't been, you know, like you said, constipated or anything like that. Everything's been pretty easy going, you know, especially since taking your colon.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and taking the vitamins, like I said.
And he's just 8 days in, you all, with a 21 day, with having another week or two to go. So we want to. Can we just keep getting us a weekly update on how you doing with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
There we go, y'all. We're getting a weekly update. That way, I get a chance to be in these nice, in their nice, good office space here, because they got more space than I got. Each one. That's what I mean by each one teach one. I need you. You need me. We need one another. Is what we teach out here all the time, brother. But I know you.
Now I am going to work on seeing if we can get it to your unit.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because I know you probably would rather be in your space, your office.
I would rather, however y'all good with keeping me on track. So whatever we got to barter. If you need more health coaching and I get more space, then hey, we good.
Yeah, I got you. We're gonna work together. You know,
we gonna work it out.
We work out. That's great.
And then, I mean, you actually gave me the product for free. You know, I didn't even ask you for the hookup. You know, black folks love the hookup.
Yeah,
I didn't even ask her. Sister gave me the hookup.
Well,
you know, so I mean, that's only like right for me to.
No, but let's be fair. When I saw him and his wife in the passing, he still offset what he could do to help out, and then he wouldn't charge me either. So why? This is what I've been talking about, y'all, with the bartering, where I said that we are going to have to get back to the part where we barter. And there's been a couple of sisters that tune in, say they got their gardens already up and going. Why go to we have what would be Kroger's for a lot of you all would be called snooks here. I call them crooks because they overcharge you for artificial processed food. And then we used to have what they call shop and save. And I call them shop and gave, because every time I shop, I gave them my money. And so then we have what we call all of these. And I tell them that we got all these foods from all of these, the stock up store. But nevertheless, I'm saying that those foods, most of those, 90% of them are not homegrown, fresh food that's not genetically modified. And so bartering with each other for business is that's how we started off. I'm not saying that we don't never need to exchange money, because they also pay for products as well too. That's what he's not doing. They've been gracious. His wife also purchased some products, and then that was a beautiful thing. And so we know the exchange is going to come, but even with that, that's where we have to get to, especially as us melanated people. That's what we lost, and that's what we don't realize that other culture people are doing now that would help this not to be so stressful. Because stress, when you're trying to heal your body, and when you're trying to get just more healthier and stronger, that's stressful all by itself if you don't have the participation. Now, he's blessed because, yes, he has a support system there with the family, and he's the epitome of what you call an actual head, a good example of how when the head, like as the scriptures say, you take the head, you take the strong man, you got the whole house. What did I tell y'all about that, how important that was? Come on now, Sister Jamaica, y'all know I already experienced it. I know what it looks like on social media, but I've already experienced it. Now, you got to do more than talk about this thing. You got to do more than hooping and hollering about it. You got to live it behind closed doors. And so I'm more invested in to brothers like himself and others that are willing to walk the walk that they talk, and do it and be honest. Just be honest of where you are. And we, once again, I need you, you need me, we need one another. And so my goal is, he doesn't know it, but he's going to find out right now in this segment that my goal is to keep tabs on them to see how it's coming along, to be that sister queen that's going to push it. Brother, we're not giving up now. You got your son watching you, got your daughters watching you, got your wife that needs you. You are the living example. This is how they have destroyed our families. This is how they're doing it now. It's through the food. It's through destroying us mentally, spiritually, and physically. And so that's what
I got you. I'm definitely gonna give you an update.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep you posted. And another reason too is I wanted to lose weight.
Yeah, he said he wanted to lose weight.
That's another reason too. So
of course,
I definitely. Now I hadn't checked. They say you stay away from the scale.
Stay away from the scale for at least 30 days.
Look. So I hadn't
21, 30 days.
But I have been feeling a difference.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be telling your clothes, your pants, undergear, and all that. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I can see it in certain clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you gotta get through that first hump, and then the 21 days to break certain bad habits and to torture the parasites that's causing you to crave certain things. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You got this. I already told him. I said he gonna be so fit. It's so in shape right now. I said, man, don't be letting me. Y'all know how I am. Just in case y'all didn't know, I'm pretty down to earth. And anybody just knew this. Now I'm real down to earth. I said, brother, don't let me see you walking up in here feeling yourself too much. Now I'm gonna come out here for my look.
Okay.
Simmer down now.
Yep.
I ain't got no piece on.
I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, bro. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, brother.
All right.
Keep doing your thing.
That was beautiful.
Oh, that's right. I forget that she's back there. But I have a class as well too. So I know I got to get going. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. And I will keep you posted on any changes. Okay. All right.
That was beautiful.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. For those of y'all who helped, who was tuned in, this is the segments that I really want to have for our people. And Sister Jamaica, thank you so much for being the first pioneer in the game to come through and say, okay, let me go ahead and figure out how to get in here.
My way through.
Look. Yeah, so she broke the ice for you all. Come on now. If she broke the ice, we're still recovering from all of this toxin and smoke fires and allergies and all that coming up on the body, then surely you all can too. Come on. So, and like I told you, I'm not going to beg anyone. I do know it takes a little bit of bravery to come forward. I don't always do it myself. However, sometimes these things can really help others. And I didn't expect a double whammy where I have a witness in person and then someone over there. So it's going to show you how God works. And I'm just real thankful. That's all. What to do when able when ankles swell when it's hot. First of all, Sister Bless McKay, I didn't see that one at first. Yes, when your ankles swell when it's hot, once again, I need to know what you are eating that will cause your ankles to swell, to help reduce sodium and inflammation within your ankles. You most definitely need to slack off anything that's causing you to retain fluids, like if you're taking in too much salty food, anything that's constipating, that can help as well to reduce inflammation. And then what you are eating that you may not realize that will cause it, especially when it gets hot, because the body automatically is sweating and is trying to release toxin. But if it's holding it, then that's mean that there is, once again, a form of constipation that's taking place that's not allowing circulation. Does that make sense? Constipation automatically causes poor circulation. Can we all remember that? Constipation in the bloodstream, in the bones, in the body, in the gut, in the colon, causes poor circulation. And so whether it's hot, whether it be cold, it automatically causes it. If you notice it more so when it's hot, it's usually because when it gets hot, we usually drink more, so we retain more fluids than usual. And if you're not on a natural walking or a simple regimen where you're able to dispense of those fluids in the natural way through sweating, then once again, call in. You all have up until Friday to call in for a consultation, unless you are a family member or associated with someone that's already receiving consultation and that's already supporting in this type of healing ministry and coaching and teaching. Then I advise you to call in and set up one. Even if you can't get one in for this month, I'm still allowing you all to schedule for any other month, as long as you get it in by Friday. If anything changes, I will let you all know. Until then, you won't be new clientele, and coaching sessions will not be accepted until September. All right. And if like I said, my schedule allow me to open back up, then of course I will be more than happy, more than elated to do so. But I have to make sure that I'm keeping up with all of the other prior consultations. Even Sister Jamaica herself has been extremely patient. We have not been able to get in as many of the sessions that we need to be able to get in. But nevertheless, once again, when you're more healthier, and even in the midst of adversity, this is what I mean by it does affect your spirit. And it helps us to be more understanding when we know that we all mean well by each other. But we just need that support system. And so I'm here to support you all and help you all through this journey. But I need for you all to take the initiative and pick up that phone and via text 618-388-8100 for your consultation by this Friday. If you need some support in waiting to be able to make a payment, I will work with those who have your conditions that's serious. I will work with you. So let me throw that out there. I will work with you if you need a set time for your payment to send in your donation for your consultations, then we can work through that as well. Can't get no better than that. All right. All right, Sister Jamaica, is there anything else? I'm going to go ahead and tune out. I love you all. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't even know that you put that in there. Okay, chat family, you are more than well. Oh, thanks so much. Okay, Sister Tyra, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And yes, I tried to go through my phone to try to get the other information about the water filter system, but I did not see it, unfortunately. And the brother just texted me happy birthday, too. So I just knew he was in here.
And check your text message for the 30th.
For the 30th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is a Thursday.
Oh, wait a minute. I get that right there towards the end. I think I might have it. If he sent me the name of it. Forget that. I'm going to take a chance to call him because I know he works, but I'm going to take a chance to call him. I know he works sometime. I'm not sure. This might be the time that he's getting.
And then check mine on last week.
Okay, last week.
The 30th when you get a minute.
Or text. On Messenger or okay. Yeah, I got. Hey, bro, how you doing? Look, I am in the midst of doing some live coaching, and I was trying to think of your water filter system that you had that I'm giving the raves about. That I really liked it. Could you please share with me what the name of that water filter system that you have is?
Okay. Yeah, when I get back home, I'll take a picture of the.
He said when I get back home, I'll take a picture of the baby. I'm waiting on the name of it. I'm on live now.
What is the name of that? Man.
Yeah, I know they have funny names, and that's the reason why I didn't want to give them the wrong information. But I said that was the best one I came across. That I really liked that. I mean, you can literally, it's therapeutic just watching how it just takes and purify the water.
Yeah, I have to wait. I keep on forgetting the name of that thing.
It's okay. I think what I probably can do is put it back into the chat, you all. I can probably see if I can add it into the chat when he gets back, because he's a busy man as well. But yeah, brother, that's what it was. I had one of our elders that was asking sisters, Sister Beloved, that was asking us about the best water filter system. And I had to go, yours came right to mind. And I was like, man, I supposed to got that information from you. So that's why I had to hurry up and call you. I was like, man, I got to get Brother Quinn. So,
yeah, once I get back, I'll send you that information.
Okay, thank you so much, bro.
Or if I think about it in the meantime, I'll send it.
Okay, sure thing. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, you be safe and have a blessed one. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, boy, him and his beloved took really good care of me. They were some real big brothers and sisters. Boy, I tell you, God has been with me on 11/11. He been with me, and it's some good things. Good evening, Sister Diane Larkhart. Well, unfortunately, we're finna tune out, sister, but you can tune back in and you can watch. Now, let me ask you this. Am I able to save? Am I able to? Are you all able? Yes, yes, you all can go back in and catch this on YouTube because I'm late for my class now. I got started at 5, you all, and ending at 7.5. So you all still got the 2.5 hours. I couldn't do it. I tried. So I'm finna be late for class again.
We gonna work on that. I'm gonna help you work on that.
We're working on it. We're working on
it.
Yeah, I ain't getting no study time in or nothing. Thanks to the computer shutting down and everything acting wacky for 2 hours ahead of time. But it's okay. As long as it got started and we got you all's time in, you all keep me in prayers. I love you all. Remember to be healthy more for 2024. Okay. Thank you so much again, Sister Jamaica, tuning in for all your support and help. Send my love to the boys. Give them a kiss and Nijikit and beautiful daughter. And keep me updated. But yes, you most definitely can get the don't let me forget. You can get this colloidal silver for sure. And you all don't forget that I do still have vitamin B12 before I leave. I have vitamin B12 still in, $40. Most purest form is extra strength for that energy and that strength that you all need. And it helps with the digestive system. It's like a blood food. Boom. You want to do it the natural way, do it the vitamin B12 way. Okay.
There we go.
And for respiratory immune boosting system, a lot of you all got the elderberry in mixed with a little bit of that artificial sugar and honey. Mine's is pure natural grade. You can even drop this inside a little bit of juice and get that. It might not taste as good as Sister Jamaica grapes that she was just teasing a bit, but it is going to taste good. I just wanted to leave that in there. And then, of course, you all know you have to pre-order now for your advanced multivitamin. Y'all, it went so bad. And our mental boost, $65 for these. Well worth it. It's a whole month supply loaded with all other natural foods and nutrients and vitamin D, C3, 1B, 1, 2, 12, 6. You name it, we got it. Superfoods for forever in this one advanced multivitamin. That's what the brother just shared with us. And then the mental boost for their for memory glitches, Alzheimer's. So just for those of us who just want to remember how to find our keys. Okay. All right. I love you all. No, I try to do that as I can because I know I got to pack up and I got to run. Because I have at least a 15, 20-minute commute. I love you all. Please stay blessed. Please stay healthy on purpose. All right. You take care, everybody. Much to tune in. We're going to have you in. Remember how you used to have the Ed McMahon and the Johnny Carson show? Or like some of the sisters now have the co-hosts. We're going to have Sister Jamaica as a co-host, and anybody else. And y'all want to make this a whole family affair, then we can just have hosts. I think I can get up to 8 people on here. Yes. So let's do it. Let's do this. Okay. All right, then. I'm like, already got our Zoom session going. Okay, live Zoom session. All right. I love you all. Bye-bye. Any more questions, please feel free to via text in. And don't forget your consultations by Friday. You all can set up a pay arrangement for those you all want to get your payment in. I don't want to forget that. And you can schedule out for a date that you feel like, or a couple of dates that will work best for you, okay? All right, love you much. Bye-bye. Let's see again. Make sure I end this right. And I don't know if it's the same as YouTube. Okay, I see it in stream.
All right.